Now we will discuss about determination of wavelength of sodium light using Newton's ring, as we have discussed in above lecture about Newton's ring. So now we will discuss the application of Newton's ring. Okay, how we can determine the wavelength of sodium light by using Newton's ring. Let dn and dn plus p with the diameter of nth and n plus pth dark ring respectively. Then dn square equal to 4n lambda r and d square n plus p equal to 4n plus p lambda r, as we know that, where p is any number and r is the radius of curvature of the lens surface. Now, as shown in figure, if we draw a figure, you get the value of n plus pth and nth rings. Okay, in xy plane you get the value of d square n plus p and the value of d square n, and the difference of d square n plus p minus d square n. From figure we get d square n plus p minus d n square equal to 4n plus p lambda r minus 4n lambda r. Now d square n plus p minus d square n equal to 4p lambda r. So it is very easy from this equation. Now we get the value of wavelength of sodium light. So lambda equal to d square n plus p minus d square n upon 4pr, where p is any number. It is very important equation for numerical point of view. Now determination of refractive index of a liquid by using Newton's experiment. Now let dn and dn plus b be the corresponding diameters of nth and n plus p dark ring. Then dn square is equal to 4n lambda r, d square n plus p equal to 4n plus p lambda r. P is any number, lambda is the wavelength of light used, and r is the radius of curvature of the curved surface of the plano-convex lens. Then d square n plus p minus d square n equal to 4n lambda r minus 4n plus p lambda r, where we get 4p lambda r. Okay, now few drops of transparent liquid where mu is the refractive index, where mu is to be determined. Mu means refractive index of the transparent liquid to be determined, is carefully introduced between the lens and the plain glass plate of Newton's ring experiment, as shown in figure above. Now that this time rings obtained are contacted in diameters. Again, let d dash n and d dash n plus p be the diameters of the nth and n plus pth dark rings. So now we get the difference between them, d dash n plus d dash square n plus p minus d dash square n minus 4p lambda r upon mu. So by using above relation we get the, by equation 1 and 2 we get the value of refractive index of the transparent liquid introduced between the glass plate and plain glass plate and plano convex lens. So mu equal to d square n plus p minus dn square in air and d dash square n plus p minus d dash square n in liquid. You know better, mu refractive index is the ratio of velocities. So note that one of the most important particularly application of Newton's ring experiment is to be determine the optical flatness of the glass plate. Very simple question. Okay, so it is about determination of wavelength and determination of refractive index by using Newton's ring experiment. Now we will discuss about Newton's ring formed by two curved surfaces. Case first, when a plano convex lens of radius of curvature R1 is placed on a plano concave lens of a radius of curvature R2 as shown in figure. Okay, so the value of thickness T equal to T1 minus T2, and as we have T equal to R square upon 2R, so the value of T R1 square upon 2R1 minus R2 square upon 2R2. Okay, here now suppose that nth diameter of nth darkening T equal to Rn square upon 2R1 minus Rn square upon 2R2, so T equal to Rn square equal to 1 upon 2R1 minus 1 upon 2R2 can be written as 2T equal to 2Rn square upon 2 into 1 upon R1 minus 1 upon R2. So it becomes 2T equal to Rn square 1 upon R1 minus 1 upon R2, equation number 1. As we know that condition for dark rings are 2 mu T equal to n lambda, for air film mu equal to 1, refractive index 1, so 2T equal to n lambda, equation number 2. From equation 1 and 2 we get Rn square into 1 upon R1 minus 1 upon R2 equal to n lambda. So you know better, Rn equal to dn by 2, diameter upon 2, radius equal to diameter upon 2. Okay, so can be written as dn upon 2 का whole square 1 minus R1 minus 1 upon R2 equal to n lambda. Finally we get the result dn square equal to 4n lambda upon 1 upon R1 minus 1 upon R2. Okay, the general expression for of the diameter can be written as dn square equal to 4n lambda upon 1 upon R1 minus 1 upon R2 for the above case. Similarly, if when the lower surface is convex as shown in figure, in case of concave, if both the surfaces are convex, what happened as shown in figure? Okay, as shown in figure, what happened? Now total thickness of the air film at any point T equal to becomes T1 plus T2 if R1 and R2 be the radius of curvature of the upper and lower curved surfaces respectively, then the thickness T becomes T equal to Rn square upon 2R1 plus Rn square upon 2R2 equal to Rn square by 2 equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2, where Rn radius of curvature of nth rings corresponding to the thickness T. So condition for dark rings at normal incidence and for air film is given by 2T equal to n lambda, because the refractive index for air is 1, so it becomes 2T equal to n lambda. Now put the value of thickness T, you get the desired result. Okay, by putting the value of thickness T we get that dn square equal to 4n lambda upon 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2, and it is the diameter in case of if the both the surfaces are convex. Okay, if the both the surfaces are convex. Now we will discuss about few examples, numerical examples. Suppose that in Newton's ring experiment the diameters of 4th and 12th dark ring, 4th and 12th dark rings are 0.4 centimeter and 0.7 centimeter, okay, respectively. Okay, find the diameter of 20th dark ring. Okay, you have the value, put the value dn plus d square n plus p minus dn square 4 PR lambda for given the value, put the given value, you get the desired result of the 20 dark rings. Okay, similarly again a show film of refractive index 1.33 illuminated with light of different wavelength at an angle 45 degree. Okay, there is complete interference. Okay, destructive interference, there is complete destructive interference and given at wavelength, okay, 5890 angstrom. Find the thickness of the film. Find the thickness of the film. It is very easy. You can apply the formula for condition for maxima in case of interference of light.